Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. Big day around here. Some of these little guys back here gonna be leaving the nest today. Some mamas are gonna have some piglets going away. We're gonna work on weaning them. We've got our catch pen and our piglet box set up. We're gonna bait that box. We're gonna bait that pen with some feed, see if we can get some piglets caught in there, and then take them out to our weaning / training pen that we showed on the last video. And get them moved over. We've got some decisions to make. I'm sure we'll catch some boys, we'll catch some girls. We got to decide which ones we want to keep for breeding purposes and which ones we want to keep for feeders to eventually go to the butcher and or to sell. So got some decisions to make. We'll do that when we get out. Also, some of the boys we're going to castrate, and everybody's going to get wormed today that we catch. So we're going to go ahead and start the worming process so that our customers that are buying piglets have got wormed piglets that are ready to go. And then we've already got our piglets wormed that we're going to be raising out for feeders and or breeders. So lots going on today. Stick around with us for a little bit. Let's move some piglets. All right, so we're a little bit later feeding today than we normally are by design. We want the mamas to be very interested in their feed out here on the pasture. So that they're not paying so much attention to what we got going on over here. And we also want these piglets that we're going to catch to be hungry and be very motivated to go into the catch pen here. So see, we've already, I ain't even put anything in there. We've already got a taker. So hunger is a great motivator. Come on out there, buddy. We'll let you come out. You can come back in a little while if you want to. So yeah, see, we got him in here. Look, so I'm not even putting anything out and they're already checking out. They're checking out what we're doing. So look at here. We'll get the feeders in here good. So we've got plenty of room. But see here, here's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see. Yeah, we got, look, they're just filing in. Y'all ready to go? Okay, so we don't need any feed. We don't need any feed for this process. They're just coming in. So, all right. So Saunders bringing some feed down, and again, we're going to feed the mamas over here so that they've got plenty of something to keep them busy. And we'll get these guys fed up over here. Need to take our bar off of the door so that we can open the door up, get some stuff out of here. But yeah, this should work out. Should work out fine. latched so that they can't get out there. Door won't push forward and they can't get through there anyway. So we're going to pick them up with the tractor and we're going to take them over to the weaning pen and start unloading them. But yeah, this worked out pretty good. And again, this is going to be a couple day thing, couple of trip thing to get everybody up and get them loaded out. And we've got some pigs that are just not ready to go yet. They're small, week old, week and a half old. They're just not ready. So this is going to take a little while, and we'll refine this process as we go along, get it figured out. So Sandra just made a point. These mamas don't even know what's going on. They don't care. Whenever we did get a little bit of squealing over here, they kind of stopped and looked, but they're so used to these piglets out and running around squealing that it really don't seem to faze them. So all right, we're going to pick this thing up and we're going to start heading out to the weaning pen. Well, that was a little bit of a hairy trip. I'm always worried about this box coming apart. I don't think it would, but it's not craftsmanship construction. Well, like I've said before, we need to rebuild this box and make it a little more sturdy. So what we've done, we've pulled it up here. I can pull it up a little more, kind of close to the fence. We've got our two different pens here. Again, one of these pens is going to be for breeders. The other pen is going to be for those piglets that we're going to feed out and take to the butcher and or sell. So we're going to work on getting these guys picked up, moved over. So everybody made the trip okay. Yeah, we're upset. A couple of these guys, it looks like we will probably, this one right here particularly, we will probably leave them in the box and take them back out to their moms. But for the inaugural trip, I think we've done okay. So now we're just going to get them moved over. We're going to get them picked up. We'll put them over, and still got one water barrel. Need to bring the other water barrel down. Put some feeding bowls over in here, and we're off and running. All right, now these three. I think these three go back, don't you? They're small.
Him backed up in the corner with his nose up.
They're just awful small. Just hang tight just a minute. Well, let's talk about something.
Okay. What you want to talk about?
There's something I need my way on.
Wait just a second. Wait a second.
What are you doing? No, be careful now. Don't fall.
It's already recording, so he's telling me he wants to wait a second because he's got something that he wants. Now, this is blackmail at its finest.
So would you out, let's see, you're 10 feet off the ground?
No.
All right, coming down. How was your ride?
Uneventful.
Uneventful. Okay, so out of the ones that we caught in the box, we ended up leaving, we're going to leave 5. I got 3 more over here. They're a little small, so we're going to take them back up and put them with their moms. So the selection that we made, we kept 3 girls that we're going to keep for breeders. All of them have 14 teats, good body conformation, nice flat top line, good and wide in the front. So you know, actually we kept 4. We kept 4 girls out for breeders. Now the thing about girls, and I think I've said this before, we've got 7 months to decide if we want to keep these girls for breeding purposes. Boys, you've got about 7 or 8 weeks to decide, because you got to cut them. They get much bigger than about 8 weeks old, and it becomes a challenge to castrate. So girls, we picked us out 4 so far. Got about 12 to go. 12 or 14 to go before we're selected on our girls. And then we pulled out 2 boys that were in the group. They were not a couple that we wanted for breeding, so we're going to keep them out for either feeders or those folks that have bought piglets that they want a cut male. Then we've got some nice cut males. Boys are look good. This little brown one, this little blonde one right over here, he's a hoss. I mean, he's a good looking piglet, but we elected not to keep him for breeding. So they're in here. They're already learning the wire. They've learned that they can't go through the wire, so the training process has begun for these guys, and it will be good for them to have a little bit of experience in this, so that whenever we start bringing other piglets out, putting them in, they can kind of learn from their litter mates. So successful. The box ended up working good. I'm a little leery of the box. I think it's kind of weak on the sides, so we're gonna have to shore this box up a little bit and see if we can improve it. But anyway, successful piglet weaning. This is all we're going to do on piglet weaning for today. We got to run some errands here this afternoon, so we will do this again in the morning. We may do it a couple times tomorrow, but this is just going to be an ongoing gradual process. We can't move all those pigs at one time, and we don't want to move all of them at one time. Don't want to get those moms torqued up. And again, the moms, they didn't care what we were doing. They were fine. They were perfectly fine. So worked out well. All right, we're going to take these 3 back and put them back out over on the other side. We'll reset our box, be ready to go again. All right, so our non-keepers for this crowd, or for this particular catch adventure, are back home. They're somewhere in with this bunch right here. So, but anyway, that worked out pretty well. We're going to have to work on our fence just a little bit. Got one of the panels that's fallen down. No big deal. We're just straightening that up. I got some heavier gauge wire that we'll use to kind of lash that thing together. I think the trick with weaning piglets off is doing it in a way that's fairly stress-free. Number 1 for the farmer, and then number 2 for the sows. It's not going to be stress-free for those piglets. Their worlds are just getting turned upside down. But if we had tried to catch those piglets up, put them in the box, put them in a trailer or something like that, they would have been squealing and screaming and making all kinds of racket. And those mamas, they don't take too kindly to mess with those babies. But anyway, so this worked out good, nice and quiet, easy way to move them. Need to work on the box, but we'll get to that. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. We're gonna do some more of these videos. We got more weaning to do, so keep watching. I'm sure we'll learn something that we can pass along to you. So if you've not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, click that little bell so that you get notifications. We appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.